welcome again. We are learning again the halachot of Mikra, Megilah, getting ready and prepared for Purim. Please subscribe to our channel, and this way you'll be able to get the shiurim on a regular basis. It says in Siman Tafresh Sif Bet that one can be yotze the reading of the Megillah by hearing. We already explained in the previous shiur the idea of Shomea, Ka'ona, which is machloket achronim, how exactly it works, whether it's Shomea, when I hear it, it's considered like I'm talking. It's a form of talking, echad me sugei mechelkei hadibur, which means, according to Torah, not only talking is considered talking, but also listening with an intention to be yotze, to fulfill my obligation, is also considered one of the ways of talking. Or maybe it's not so, but rather I'm yotze with the other person, whatever he has, I'm yotze with him, and that is the idea of Shomea Ka'ona. Not like I spoke, but it's considered that I'm yotze with his dibur. It's considered like he spoke for me. It's a machloket, the Chazon Ish and the Brisker Rav, and there's a lot what to say about this. It's endless sugiyot. Anyway, over here we're saying that אחד הקורא ואחד השומע מן הקורא יצא ידי חובתו, והוא שישמע מפי מישהו חייב בקריאתה. You are yotze by hearing, not only saying the Megillah, but one obligation you'll have to have is the fact that the person that's reading is such a person that's obligated in the קריאה of the Megillah, and therefore, לפיכך אם היה הקורא חירש או קטן או שוטה, השומע ממנו לא יצא. If you're hearing the Megillah from one of those people that are not obligated to read the Megillah because of the lack of wisdom, which are considered חירש, שוטה וקטן, therefore, you're not fulfilling the obligation, because a person who is not obligated is reading the Megillah, you can't be yotze with them. Another condition that the Mishna Brura adds over here that's very important is that when you hear it from somebody, you have to have an intention to fulfill your obligation, and the person reading has to have an intention to have others yotze with him. צריך שיכוון הקורא להשמיע והשומע לצאת, כדין שאר מצוות שאחד מוציא חברו. That's what it brings over here. Now, there's a big sugya that the Mishna Brura brings about חירש, a person that can't hear, deaf. How is he reading? Because in the time of Chazal, most deaf people would also not be able to speak out. It's considered chiresh ve'ilem. They would be mute and deaf. But over here, obviously, he's reading, so therefore, he's not mute. Still, you're not yotze with him. He brings over here the sugya, whether the fact that he's reading, such a person that's chiresh and could be read, doesn't fall into the category of shoteh, like somebody who's a fool that you're not yotze with him. So therefore, why can't you be yotze with such a chiresh? The Mishna Brura goes to a sugya, whether the reason is because he himself has to be able to hear. Normally, a person, although he has to hear when he prays or things along those lines, but if he doesn't hear, he's yotze b'diavad. Over here also, if he didn't hear whatever he was reading, he's yotze. Why is it over here not good? So Mishna Brura brings over here sugiyot, whether over here it's worse, he has to be able to hear, doesn't have the ability to hear, just like the Taz brings down that kol haraui lebilah and bilah me'akevet bo, which means something that you're able to do, it's better than something that you're not able to do, that over there you're not going to fulfill your obligation. Like here, this deaf person is not able to hear, and therefore is not yotze even the reading, and he can't be motzi others. Now the Shulchan Aruch brings the sugya that we touched upon last time, and this is very important, that some say that ladies also can't be motzi a man. Why not? Women are also obligated just like men. So the idea over here that is brought down is that over here she's pasul mishum kvod hatzibur. You can't have a lady reading in a shul because of the honor of the tzibur. It's not proper for a woman to read in a public. She needs to be more in a modest way. Second thing that is brought down, the reason we explained that a woman could be that she's not obligated to read but only to hear. That's what the Rama brings down. יש אומרים אם האישה קורא לעצמה מברכת לשמוע מגילה שאינה חייבת בקריאתה. That's we explained last time. That's where she makes the bracha לשמוע Megilah, and since she's not obligated to read, and a man is obligated to read, a woman is only obligated to hear, she's not able to be motzi the man in his obligation.